Chapter 8. Giving Up. Into the forest, Carla yelled. If it's him, he won't figure how far we've got. If it isn't him, we'll flag the driver down. Good plan, but I could just picture the driver of a car being jumped on by cushion monsters. We looked like abominable snowmen. We hid under some droopy pine branches. I peered out and waited for the car. I could hear it coming closer and closer, and then it was right in front of us, and it was an old white van. It went by slowly, and it started going more and more slowly the closer it got to the cabin. He was looking for us, and if he got out of his car, he'd see our tracks. Should we keep going? Carla whispered. I don't know. He'll be at the cabin in a couple of minutes. He'll be coming back for us right away. I don't know what to do. If we start out, he'll catch up to us. If we stay here, he'll find us. I kept thinking about him patting that bulge in his pocket, but I didn't say this to Carla. So we sat under the tree doing nothing. When we heard the car coming back, we did nothing. Sitting ducks, that's us. He came down the hill pretty fast, and he didn't slow down when he went past. We could hear the van for a long time, and it didn't slow down once. Maybe he's done with us, asked Carla. Maybe he got his big scene and could care less about us now. I shrugged, which isn't easy to do when you're wearing pillows. We should keep going. We got up and pulled our table back onto the road, but pretty soon it was useless. Farther down the mountain it was pouring rain. The road was just filled with mud. Well, I just figured out why the van was so muddy, I said. So we hobbled along, shivering and slipping in the mud. Carla turned and looked back up the mountain. I hate to say this, but maybe we should go back. We could die out here. At least in the cabin we'd be a lot warmer. Oh man, I didn't want to admit it, but she was right. After everything, I had found the van, found Carla, rescued Carla, escaped with Carla. Now we had to go back? This is when the tough guy says, I want my mommy. But I nodded. I think you're right. It'll take us 20 minutes to go back and a lot longer to go down the mountain. And I don't know that we'll find a bathroom. And I don't know what we'll find at the bottom. I don't know if there's a store or a house or anything. So maybe we'll be stuck out all night. I was really fed up. My plan had been great, but pillows only got so far in cold, snow, rain, and mud. I shook my head. I felt like a loser. Carla touched my arm. It's not your fault. You were wonderful, Simon. You were wonderful. Simon will be so proud of you. Simon. I thought of my best friend. He wouldn't call me Russell ever again. I had saved his girlfriend, sort of. And you know what? I was glad. Carla wasn't so bad. Maybe Simon wasn't such a weenie after all. We turned around and started back up the mountain. It took a lot longer than we thought, but finally we stumbled into the clearing and tried the cabin door. It was unlocked. Then we waddled inside and tore the stupid cushions off. Sam, look, cried Carla. She was pointing to a pile of clothes and boots, and on the floor were some sandwiches and some bottles of juice. What the? We yanked off the cushions and pulled on our clothes. We ran over to the food, and then we saw a note. Dear Carla and Sam, you were great. I'll let you know how it all turns out. I owe you everything. Don't worry. Someone will find you. Yours, Eddie. Who knew what he was talking about? Who cared? We had food. We had clothes. We had thunder? Thunder? What was that loud noise? And what were all the lights? All of a sudden, we ran outside to look.